Case of People versus Espinol. Basically, the accused appellant is one of the accused in a case of robbery in a bank with homicide. So originally, there are four persons who robbed a certain money exchange, and then or a bank. Then, however, the first one died. Si Espinol, he died here, and then the second flee and remain at large, while the other is still in prison for another offense. So basically, in the preliminary, the accused pleaded not guilty, and then later on, the said accused pleaded guilty. So basically, the issue in this case is whether or not the plea of guilty by appellant was validly made to convict him of a capital offense. So the court ruled here that it was not valid. So the answer is no. Why? Because again, the important doctrine or pronouncement by the court made here is that there are basically three conditions that the trial court should observe in order to forestall the entry of an improvident plea of guilty. So these three conditions are the following. First, the court must conduct a searching inquiry into the voluntariness and full comprehension by the accused of the consequences of his plea. Second, the court must require the prosecution to present evidence to prove the guilt of the accused. And then third, the court must ask the accused whether such accused desires to present evidence on his behalf. And then so again, we mentioned of the term searching inquiry. Aside from the three conditions that is pronounced in this that were pronounced in this case, we have five guidelines with regard to searching inquiry. The first guideline is that first the ascertainment from the accused himself of how he was brought into custody, and then second, whether he was assisted by a counsel, and third is under what conditions he was detained and interrogated during the investigations. And then after that, the defense counsel should also be asked whether the accused was informed of the nature of the offense and the possible penalty that may be imposed upon the said accused. And then after that, aside from that, the third guideline is that the court should also elicit information from the accused, and this information pertains to the personality profile, which pertains to age, socioeconomic status, educational background, which may serve as an index whether that accused really grasps the nature or the free or able to grasp the nature of the plea of guilty that he actually gave the court. And then fourth, the accused should be informed of the length of imprisonment, of the nature of the penalty. And lastly, the accused might be required to fully narrate the incident that spawned the charges against him. So basically, in this case, in People versus Espedol, we just have to remember the three conditions that before an improvident plea of guilty may be accepted by the court, and the five guidelines in doing a searching inquiry by the court.